Hello everybody, this is Gwenno Dafydd from the Alternative BBC. Yes, the bathroom broadcasting coach is coaching and broadcasting from her bathroom. Today is the 16th of May 2020. It's session 55. I'm going to be looking at mentoring. Today is also Eurovision Song Contest Day, and for the first time in 64 years they're not able to hold an Eurovision Song Contest. However, the BBC is showing the highlights of the last 64 years. So have an absolute delightful time indulging yourself in the various styles of kitsch that every European country has been able to produce. Yesterday's session was about what's in it for me, an important message against energy vampires and self-protection before you give away too much of your energy, your time or your money. Unless it makes you happy or enables you to grow and develop, then just say no. I get so many requests to share pictures, 10 favourite albums, my favourite cat, share with 10 friends, etc, 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 and I just say no, because I just can't be bothered. And they're all very time consuming and I've got better things to do with my time. What I do say yes to regularly is mentoring. I was exceptionally lucky to have a mentor myself for well over 20 years. And even though she died at the grand old age of 94, I still hear her voice in my ear advising me on a regular basis. But what is a mentor? It's someone who cares about your professional development as much, if not more, than you do. Mine was called Lynette Phillips, and she was the only woman who had won the Bardic crown in Wales twice. She was an exceptionally wonderful woman, and she was also friends with Edith Piaf, a personal friend. And what she did for me was she just advised, supported and encouraged me and gave me the confidence to succeed in some areas that I never would have dreamt of. And I was able to give her the final honour of singing in her funeral. Now, I try and do the same for other young women because I feel we need to give back. And some I do on a regular basis and others are just one-offs where somebody might come and I'll just give them some advice and just help them along their way or signpost some things for them. Knowing I help them, it gives me a huge feeling of satisfaction and enabling them to grow and develop in their careers. It gives me a lot of satisfaction. For the first few years, I never had anybody helping me until Lynette and I crossed each other's paths. We met in about 1988 it was. So, and I think she died in 2008. So I don't know. Maybe it was like 30 years. I don't know. Anyway, my maths isn't very good, as you probably worked out, but I'm very good in other things. I finished writing a song today, so I'm very, very chuffed with that. That's my day off. That's what I do in my free time. I love creating. I write songs. I write song lyrics, and I'm very happy with what I've achieved today. Great sense of satisfaction. So this is what I like to do. I try and infuse young women in whatever they're doing. The worst piece of advice I was ever given was by my parents, I'm afraid, and they said, you shouldn't use your contacts. Now, as someone who organises and does training on networking, I would say that was the worst piece of advice anybody ever gave me. Because basically, you can have any sort of contacts in the world, but if you don't come up to the line and give your best and deliver the goods, then having all the contacts in the world will do you no good whatsoever. So use them wisely, and try and find somebody who is really concerned about your career, and ask them if you want to, if they will become your mentor. And it doesn't involve a lot of time or effort. It's just an occasional phone call here and there. And if you feel that you can give that opportunity to someone else, then do it, because it gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to be able to give something back. There's one particular young woman that I am mentoring down in Pembrokeshire, and she's a very talented young woman with tremendous comedy potential. And it's nice when she comes and tells me, oh, you're giving me such a load of confidence. And that's what I get out of it. So what's in it for me? A great deal of return. So think about it. Do you need a mentor or can you be a mentor? So there you go. Have a good evening. Enjoy the Eurovision Song Contest, and I'll see you tomorrow when I will be talking about the difference between mentoring, coaching, and counselling. Okay, you may be confused about what all of these entail, but they are very different. So I'll see you tomorrow. Keep safe and sing. Bye.